Hello and welcome to another Not a Tutorial with me, JK. I'm an artist from Sydney, Australia. Hello, if it's your first time visiting the page, welcome. Thank you for popping along. I say page, I should say channel. Welcome. So what we're going to do today is we are going to draw a greetings card, or at least a nice pretty image for a greetings card. If you want to become an artist, you've got to do what they call, what do they call it? Diversify, that is the word. You got to diversify. You don't want to just be drawing one thing. Just like a share portfolio, you don't want to invest all your money in one business, because if that business shits itself, you've got nothing. So one way of diversifying when it comes to art is creating things that can be printed on other things, such as greetings cards. So let's do that today. We're going to do a cute greetings card. I'm thinking like a congratulations on having a baby. Anyone who's got children will know that it's probably more apt to have a commiserations card. I'm joking. That was a joke. I love my children, and we are going to do a congratulations on your new baby. So let's start. Here we go. So nice blank canvas to start with. I am working on canvas information for 500 by 500. We have got a DPI of 132. I might increase that. Can I increase that? Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't need to be increased. But you might want to increase it. I usually work on 300 DPI, which just means you can blow it up and it doesn't get all distorted and whatnot. But anyway, let's draw. Stop jibber-jabbing and just bloody draw. All right, so what are we thinking now? We're going to think about our design. When we're thinking congratulations card, we're thinking babies. Got to be cute. Got to be an animal. It doesn't have to be, but got to be an animal and got to be cute. So, and what do people get given when they have babies? Cuddly bears. So let's do a bear. Now, thing to think about when drawing cute. All right, because I've drawn bears. Some bears aren't cute. You got to think cute. All right, so let's draw. It's a nice simple shape for this cute bear. All right, so we're going to start with a pear. It rhymes with bear, and it's going to help us create one. So here's your sort of pear shape for your bear. I mean, you know, it's not exactly pear, but it's sort of a pear. To create our bear. I'm liking the fact that's rhyming too much. Let's draw the legs of our bear. They'll come down on either side, like so. And then what we'll do is we'll draw the under area. That's right, the under area. Little feet there. Doesn't have to be anything. That's a good thing about greetings cards, all right? You don't have to be overly detailed. It's just got to look cute. So, feet, nice and simple. We want to keep this simple for ourselves. Let's chuck on a nice pair of ears, because they need 2 ears to be able to hear the baby crying. Again, anyone with children will know you don't need 2 ears to hear a baby crying, because it will bury into your soul. Alright, so let's... Getting a bit dark, aren't we? So, features for this bear. When we're talking cute, we're talking small. Small features. Nice little smile on our bear. Let's give him a couple of eyes. There we go. Cute little bear. Hello, I'm a cute little bear. Let's give him some arms, because awesome. Maybe he wants to hug. Maybe he wants a hug. Give us a hug. Give us a bear hug. Something like that for now. And maybe the other hand is holding a balloon. So now, when you want to grasp, now this is what I do when I'm trying to think of how, because obviously he's a bear, so he doesn't have hands, he's got paws, so there's one paw. Let's just chuck in the paw shape there. So I usually use my own hand as a reference and say, okay, I'm putting my hand, you can't see this, but I am currently got my hand in a sort of fist shape, not a fish shape, a fish shape, as if I was holding a piece of string that was maybe connected to a balloon. So I'm using that as my reference as to how my hand, or how the bear's hand / paw would look. And there it is. Let's put a little string there. Oh, that probably wouldn't do that, would it? What am I doing? It's actually going to be a little bit, it's going to be straighter, because especially if it's floating, now that bit can be windy. Let's decrease the size of this bear. Let's chuck on our balloon. Oh, that's a weird shaped balloon. Let's redo our balloon here. I've got a tea. For those who've watched my videos previously, will know that sometimes I bring in a warm beverage while I'm doing these, and it's kind of eyeing me off on the side, going, "Go on, drink me, you know you want to." But I don't want to annoy people by drinking my tea. I might have a little quick sip if that's all right. And while I do that, you enjoy this bear. Maybe give you a chance if you're drawing along to catch up to where we're at, because I am going reasonably quickly in this sketch. So let's leave a little gap here for you to catch up while I take a sip of my tea. I should probably put some music or something in there, but okay. I hope we have all caught up nicely. There's our bear. Let's give him a little separate sort of spot here for his tum. And let's also put a muzzle on there. We'll make that a different colour when it comes to colouring. And there, look how simple that is. That's taken us no time at all. And we've got our basic design for our greetings card. Nice cute bear. Obviously, we'll add more to this. It's going to be coloured and stuff. So let's go straight to the inking. You just want to think cute, especially if you're doing greetings cards. Obviously, it's different for every different sort of design you're doing. But, you know, obviously, babies are cute. You can do this with all sorts of animals. It doesn't have to be a bear. You can do whatever. Features-wise, though, when you're thinking cute, just think small. So look at how he's got a nice big body, but his features are nice and small, especially the eyes. It just makes them cute. So let's just... Okay, so there we go. Let's drop the opacity on that. If you don't know how to drop an opacity on something, you layer, just double-click with 2 fingers. This is with Procreate, of course. 2-finger click, and then slide it right down. And then let's... New layer. Get an inking pen. I'm just using the same inking pen I always use. It comes with Procreate. Just go to your inking lay pens. Boom, there we go. Already on dry ink, which is the brush we use. And let's start inking our bear. So let's chuck in our little smiley bear face. Let's pop in his little muzzle, because we'll make this a different colour to the rest of the fur. Couple of eyes. Well, let's just fill them in now. Because I have those black. The nose will be probably a brown or a pink or something. We'll work that out in a second. Let's chuck our ears in. We might give a little bit of interest to the ears so they're not just round, because this is a bear after all. So he's a hairy bear. Let's chuck in that there. Alright, straight across and around. Oh, that line's a bit dodgy. I'm doing this while I'm talking. Obviously, I've got this new microphone, which also has a pop shield on it, which obviously means that it doesn't... it stops it from making weird noises. Anyway, and I'm trying to draw while looking through the pop shield, which is stupid because I've also got a pop sock. I'm really over popping all this. Anyway, information you don't need to know. Okay, let's get in his paw here. Now with the paw, you don't have to do... I like to sort of make it look like he's got these little sort of sections here. You could just do, you know, simple paw like that. And then maybe give him some little claws on the end. That's also can work just as well. It's just your preference, basically, on how you like it to look. But I like the little paw bits. Paw bits. I am not an animal anatomist. We'll go with paw bits for now. Straight line like that. A few people, again, have asked me how I get my lines so nice and like straight, like that. Again, just check your pen, click on it, and you see streamliner here, you got to have streamliner. I will usually always have it up to the max, and that will help you get those nice lines. Let's chuck in these, a little bit of belly coming underneath. Now, if you want if you're drawing like a curve and you want it to be perfectly curved, as you're drawing, when you stop, just hold the pen down. Do not move the pen off the screen, and you'll see you'll then have this perfect curve. Or it works obviously with straight lines as well if you want to do it. So, or wavy line, hold it down, straight line, boom. Procreate has fantastic hidden gems that you should all be using to your advantage. It's not cheating, it's purely helping. Oh, I've got to make sure this looks similar to the other side. I went straight line on that, so let's go. No, okay, I'll do that in a second. Let's go over here first, get this line in here. That doesn't look right. Let's try again. Again, that's the good thing about digital art. If the line doesn't look right, which it still doesn't, just keep going. Keep having a couple of cracks until you get what you think looks better. That's all right. Let's fill in that gap because that'll be a drama later. Let's chuck in this port. Now I'm trying to get this. This shouldn't be a long tutorial. Not a tutorial, sorry. It shouldn't be a long, not a tutorial, because it's. This is a very basic design, a very simple thing. So I'm trying to cut down on the length of these things. I don't want to speed up. I'm not speeding up any of these videos because I know how important it is that people want to follow along. So I'm not going to do that. But I do also realize that people don't have, 45 minutes to sit and go through these things. So doing my best to not rush, but just also make sure they don't go forever. So I want to put that in there. I'm not 100% sold on this hand at the moment, or this paw, or whatever you want to call it, but that's right, we'll keep it there for now. Let's just chuck in that. Let's draw the balloon. Now the holding down won't work for this because it doesn't do shapes like that. See how it does that? And that's not really the shape of a balloon. That's the shape of the balloon more. All right, cool. So there is, hold on. Let's just chuck in a nice lighter line for this belly section. Because sometimes you'll see bears have different shades of brown or whatever it is. He's an odd shape, isn't he? He's a little sort of leaning, but that's all right. We can fix that up. Now, so if you weren't aware, when you're moving stuff, there is a snapping tool. So you've got magnetic snap and snapping. So it just means that will, see how it's snapping? But I don't always like that because I obviously want it to, I don't want to snap that far. I want to be very specific. So if that's what's happening, just turn those off and then you can adjust it obviously more to your liking. So he was wonky. Now he's a bit straighter. Still got a weird lean going on, but that's all right. I don't know. I'm sure most people have seen a lot of greeting cards, and you'll notice that greeting cards, you don't have to be Leonardo bloody da Vinci to create a greetings card. Tea break. Yeah, you just have to create something cute that people go, oh, that's cute. We'll get that. All right, new layer. Make your inking layer your reference layer. Okay, now color-wise, you can do what you want. You can go for you don't have to go for the everyday color. You could go for that's gonna leak. You can choose whatever color you want. Obviously, if you're doing this for a greeting card, then obviously if you do a pink bear, then it's obviously traditionally it's going to be for a girl. So just remember that. Or you could just choose to go for, the old traditional bear colour, which I think we will for this one. Go the brown bear. We'll go a lighter brown for the muzzle area. And again, oh, hold on a second. That's right. Now, for those who don't know, again, probably telling people a lot of things they already know, but if you're getting bleed, obviously it means there's a gap somewhere, which will probably be this one here, this gap here. So I could fill that in, but also what you can do is just grab your picker, drop in the colour, hold it down, don't lift your pen, and then just slide it to the left until your threshold gets to that point where it's not bleeding. Okay, let's do his paw. Let's get the traditionally sort of watermelon-y pinky colour for his little paw. Ears as well, we'll give them then the same colour. Let's fill in this section here. So when creating these greetings cards, you think, oh, where do I sell greetings cards? There's lots of sites that you can sell your art on for greeting cards. There's Redbubble and other sites similar to that. There's quite a few sites similar to the Redbubble. So they're called print on demand. So basically you can just upload all your designs, cost you nothing, and then you get paid if people order your designs, basically. So yeah, look into that. There's plenty of YouTube videos and websites or whatever on teaching you how to set up a Redbubble account. Tea break. All right, so here's our little cute little bear. Let's get rid of our sketch underneath. We don't need that anymore. We've got this little stray bit of ink there. Okay. Let's give this guy some shadowing, new layer, clipping mask. There's lots of ways to do shadowing. This is just the way I do it. Clipping mask, let's get a darker brown color. We're still with the inking pen. And let's just chuck in some areas of shadowing so that our bear's sort of popping off the page and doesn't look so flat. So again, there are lots of tutorials on YouTube on the best way and the proper way in which you should put shadowing onto your illustrations and your drawings. Yeah, I just, as I said in a few of my tutorials, or not a tutorial, disclaimer, I just basically put them where I feel that there should be shadowing. Again, not the way to do it. You should do it properly. Don't be like me. Actually, don't want that. I want to. Yeah. So plenty of tutorials you can watch on shadowing. BJ Dell. I think I've given him a few plugs before, but he does a good couple of tutorials on shadowing and how that works. I think that's going to be too big for the muzzle, but we'll see in a second. One there. Let's put one on the corner of the ear here. Let's put a little bit down the side there. One under here. Oh, one under here, like so. Fill that in. Now again, let's go. Obviously, anywhere you think that should be shadowing, it should be popping sort of. I see between the fingers you would generally get a little bit of darkness between the whatever you want to call these on a bear. You get some sort of shadowing through there. Okay. Also probably let's get a bit on this side as well. Like so. Right. Go back onto that layer, double click 2 fingers. Let's drop that opacity down. Like so. One around the face doesn't too bad. I want to get some underneath there and a bit underneath the mouth and maybe a bit there under the eyes. Wunderbar. Oh, let's do the balloon, of course. Let's get a darker blue. So we make this look a little bit more 3D, like so. All right, he's a cute little bear, isn't he? Hello, little man, how are you? Now, So he doesn't look like he's floating in the air. We're going to get a new layer, put it at the very bottom. We're going to go deep black. I'm going to get a different inking pen this time. This is a BJ Dell inking pen. You can get this from his, just search him online. And then we draw this circle, sort of flat circle on the ground. Going to make that our reference layer, drop in the black there, and then we're just going to bring that opacity right down like that. Simple as that. We might make it a little bit smaller. It's a bit big. It's just really so then it just looks like he's, you know, standing on the ground. He's not just sort of floating in the air. I'm going to add a few extra little details on this. I'm going to get it a lighter brown. I'm going to change back to the inking pen. I'm going to do a new layer. I like to do everything on new layers if I'm changing things up, because if I don't like something, I don't want to have to completely start again. So bring the size of that down, and I'm just going to do these little bits of interest, because obviously he's a bear and he's hairy, and he might have some flecks of hair. So we just sort of scatter these around a bit. Gives it a little bit of interest, a little bit of, not just a flat. Again, it's all about trying to make it appealing, make it sort of pop off the page. So I just give him these little flecks of, I guess, fur, like so. This inking pen, the dry ink brush, is one of my favourite brushes to just create, especially for animals and fur. It just has this really nice look to it. What we might do once we've done this is we might drop the opacity, because it's quite bright. I don't mind it, but we'll just play with the opacity and see if we can just take the edge off slightly. Yeah, I think that's better. And then we are going to put in another new layer. Let's put it in between these two. We're going to get white, and we're just going to do a little bit of, because we got, obviously we got shading, but also they would have light and shade, and we'd put that on that side. We're obviously going to drop the opacity on this in a second, so it's not just white. Let's bring that right down, just so it's just there. We'll put, obviously the balloon, because of its material, kind of has that thing going on it. Okay, now where are we at? Where are we at with Mr. Bear? His belly needs a little something, so let's maybe get a darker colour, and again see how these flecks look on the belly as a darker fleck. And we're putting him on the same layer as the other flecks, so we've already got that opacity drop on there as we're drawing. Like so. Alright, I think he's looking pretty cute. Alright, let's give him a little bit more interest, maybe a little bit of grass. Now for this, I'm going to go to my forest brushes. Now, if you haven't seen in my previous tutorial, I taught, not a tutorial, I showed you how to draw a simple sort of forest background for a gorilla, where I had a link to these brushes, so you can go and check that out. Tea break. So yes, I'm going to use some of these. Let's see what we've got here. Maybe standing in amongst some grass. Let's see what they look like here. Oops. Let's go new layer. And let's pop in some, just a little bit of grass, a little bit of interest here, because he's a bear. You know, oh, oops. A bit too much. I don't want to go overboard on this. I don't want to go crazy. We're just thinking it might add a little bit of interest. Now, some people might think, oh, you're using these brushes that instantly create, you know, the grass. That's cheating. Well, I suppose, but you know what? When you're trying to just create a nice, quick design, the people that are buying your cards aren't going, were those grass? Was that grass drawn individually by the artist? Because if it wasn't, I will not buy that card. No, they just look and go, oh, that's pretty. So let's chuck this grass in, a little bit of grass. Now, butterflies would be cute as well. But here's a little cheeky trick for you. This leaf, let's make it a pinky colour. Well, it doesn't really make sense because I've got the balloons, but they kind of look like butterflies, don't they? That's pretty. So there you go. I reckon let's group this all together so we can move it all together. Just needs to straighten out, make it a bit smaller. Let's put in some text in here, of course. What would you say? You'd say, congratulations on your new bundle of joy. Now, text-wise, if you're good at drawing calligraphy, then go for it. I am not. So I've downloaded, you can get lots of fonts from this place, dafont.com. Now, here's the thing though, I'm not sure about the commercial license for these. So if you're thinking about selling these as cards, please do your due diligence and just make sure 100% that whatever you're using is able to be used as a commercial thing, so you're allowed to sort of, you know, use it and get money for it. I'm not 100% sure if this is, but I'm not using this to sell. I'm just using this as an example. I just searched cute to try and find a text that looked cute. So I've downloaded a few. I'll show you quickly how to do that. So let's find this one looks good. So we've got cute notes. Let's download that. This is coming straight to the iPad. So we'll get this thing pop up saying download. Let's hit download. Then it goes straight to my files. Let's go to files. You go to downloads. Remember what it was called. I can't. Cute notes. All right, so let's look for cute notes. There it is. It's a zip folder. So we just click on that. Cute notes folder opens. Let's open that. And there you go. See, it's already got the Procreate label on there because it knows it can be your Procreate file, sort of finds it. Just hit it once. Boom. Importing. Done. Simple as that. And then we can go back to adding text. So go hit your little wrench icon. Go to add. Go to add text. And let's go, congratulations. A little bit bigger, let's make that bigger. Highlight that. Hit your text in the top left here. Let's look for cute notes. Boom, cute notes, congratulations. Oh, so, but we need to edit that text. There we go. Boom. I don't like that. That doesn't really work. Doesn't really matter though, because you know, you get the idea. But I would change this to I've got another one here. Boom. That's probably, and I'll probably change it to the color too. I don't think the color works, so we might just go with black. But there you go. That is how you would quickly create, and see how quickly we did that in about 25-26 minutes. We've created a cute little design congratulations card, which you can then put onto obviously greetings cards and sell and make some money and not be a poor artist. So get out there and make millions of dollars creating wonderful congratulations card. Disclaimer, you're unlikely to make millions, but you know, what the hell. If you do, please send me $5 in the post. No, you don't have to do that. But what you could do as a way of a thank you for making your millions of dollars is click subscribe to this channel. Click your bing bell so you get notified of every time I upload a video. That would be swell. Hope you have a lovely whatever it is, wherever you are. I'll see you next time. Thanks, legends.